Chapter 95. I had felt an outburst of energy from Raven's quarters as I was talking to Galatea about what had happened at the auction house as well as the maids I had picked up, but as Raven flashed some energy towards me with calmness radiating from it, I didn't teleport into the room as Galatea hummed, taking in Sella and Leysritt. They are certainly adorable with their almost albino features. She even threaded fingers through the maid's hair, inspecting it before she continued to speak. If their hair didn't have some cream in it, I would definitely call them albinos, but goodbye Jake, they will live a long while and will be pretty for just as long, Galatea said, sending me thumbs up. So how obedient are you two? She continued to ask, and the two Einsburn maids made brief eye contact with one another. Once the glance between them carried whatever unspoken message they wanted to share, Sella spoke perfunctorily. We Einsburn maids were created to serve our creators and those the Einsburn family trusted enough or had a stranglehold enough to allow us to serve those as well. In either case, we will serve and follow all orders we receive. Galatea just huffed with her arms drooping at how perfunctory and bland Sella's answer was before she shrugged, looking back over to me. And you said there was a mother-daughter duo too, correct? Oh, you sly dog, I cannot let you out anywhere, can I? Galatea teased, nudging me with her elbow. I just took the ribbing on the chin as I then asked how she had been. How did the baby shower go anyway? I asked softly as I pulled Galatea against me into a hug as we lay together on the couch we were sharing. Ha. Galatea broke into honest laughter as she snuggled up against me, and I felt her large chest pressing into my own as she lay atop my side. Oh, they were so precious and, dare I say, jealous, as although the Amazons weren't the most well-versed in the more abstract supernatural entities, they knew the value of a god-king like you who had created his realm. Honestly, I think that they believe that you are on the same level as their Lord Zeus. Galatea finished, and honestly, I probably wasn't far off. I had my realm to fuel me, I could create life out of almost nothing using my soul power, and I could change my form a bit if necessary. I didn't turn into an animal and run around doing stupid shit or cursing people for petty insults. So, will they just be staring at us or something? Galatea asked in a loud whisper as she peeked over my arm that she was laying her head on and saw Sella and Leysritt blankly staring at our forms just snuggling together. I looked over and saw the sisters. I deadpanned before I spoke. Maybe go get yourself settled in. I offered, and they shook their heads in unison in denial. We have settled in with what few effects we had and collected from the dwarves on the settlement surrounding your castle, Sella said primly. We also cleaned all the hallways, all the occupied bedrooms, and even the lounging rooms. Can I take a nap now? Leysritt added dully as she looked at the other couch in front of the TV hopefully. But at the maid's quick response, Galatea just giggled before an introspective look came across her face, and she grinned. You want to take a nap and watch some TV? Alright, come lay behind me and give me a belly rub as my stomach has been a little finicky with being pregnant. She told Leysritt, who looked at me questioningly, but Galatea continued as she pointed at Sella. And you come here and lay down on Jake's stomach. I am hogging the blankets, and as much as I love my man, he can fuck off to get more blankets if he thinks he is going to steal these from me. It's odd how Galatea was such a selfish person when it came to her blankets, food, her personal time, and other things. But when it came to me and how I interact with other women, she almost like conceptually didn't give a damn, and if anything loved to put me on the back foot and fuck with me. Just do it. Or she will just whine about it for hours. I said, rolling my eyes, and the two homunculi just shrugged, and the curvy Leysritt crawled behind Galatea and wrapped an arm around her to rub her stomach softly, while Sella. Even with how dull this version of Sella's emotions was, she was always the hyper-expressive one of the Einsburn group, so as she crawled atop me she was more on her hands and knees, hovering over me as a light blush came to her face, making Galatea coo at how the pink blush on Sella stand out on her pale skin. Alright, Sella, now relax. Galatea soothed, and a couple of minutes later I had a homunculus all but plastered against my body as I ran my hands through her hair, massaging her very soul with my spiritual energy, and Galatea was right. Although Sella was lithe in the frame, she was still soft and made a good snuggle pillow. But my snuggling was ruined as the doors to this game room were thrown open, and from the entrance stomped in Ilya, who dramatically pointed at me and Galatea. You know, good perverts. You are seducing my maids. She yelled, and I couldn't help but laugh at the irony. Ilya, you are also my maid. I can also literally see your underwear with how short your maid's skirt is. I pointed out and Ilya blushed crimson as she pushed down her skirt and glared cutely at me. First tentacles and now NTR. This is truly a world made by a devil king. Ilya whispered far too loudly and my eye twitched as I died a little at her damned words.